What up, though? Thermo Flame here. Fuck your feelings on this beautiful Friday. It's WDDS, the dirtiest station in the world. And I'm here with my boy Andy.
What's going on?
Andy, introduce yourself, please.
Andy for short. Full name is Andolini. I am a local Detroit artist, and I'm just supporting a good friend of mine.
Hey, and vice versa. So,
That's
you
right.
know. So, me and Andy met at the Road Show in Roseville. If any of you aren't familiar with the Road Show, it's just kind of like a hodgepodge spot. Like, they do consignment. They have, crystals, clothing, candles, like literally everything. You can buy rabbits, lizards.
Right. It's like the OG head shop.
They gotta hit, yeah, bingo. Like, yeah, hit it right on the head. Yeah, a little bit of everything, and then like just a lot of local, vendor stuff too. So, it's just a dope spot. If you, in Roseville, you should go check it out sometime. It's like 12 Mile and Grass shit. I usually go there and get like all my band tees, my graphic, band tees and shit. Cool socks, whatever the fuck I feel like, grabbing while I'm in there. But yeah, so one day me and my dog Vinny was in there, and we was just, chilling, vibing, and we bumped into Andy. And I don't know how we got to talking, how these meetings happen, like, kind
I
of
forget
weird.
what we were talking about too.
I'm really not sure. I don't know how we got on the subject. I mean, we was talking
Oh,
psychedelics
it's music too. 'Cause
and
Vinny
music.
does
Oh yeah, you know what? Because our music was playing in the
Yeah.
our music was
Yup.
playing inside. They
Yup.
were playing our music.
Yep.
So yeah, so me and Vinny had, if for y'all that know me, y'all are already familiar with me producing. Y'all familiar with Vinny Chocha. That's my dog. He's been on the show previously, and we was playing our music inside the head shop and like the area where they sell like all the pipes and cigars and papers and all that shit. So like we was kicking it in there with Dog, and he let us play some of the music. And then you were saying, the music sound nice, and it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's us. And then
And then I showed you some artwork.
Yeah,
and you was
man.
like, oh man, this is dope.
dope as fuck, bro. So yeah, and then we just kind of stemmed off into some other conversations, like spiritual shit, psychedelics,
Yeah.
other shit, just whatever. And then it was like that. It was funny, like, cause we met that one time, and then it was like we didn't talk for like forever. And then, I actually had to get your information from Vinny again. I had to hit up Vinny and like, because like I talked to so many people, I was trying to surf and sort through.
now, so.
Yeah, so right, hey, nice man. I was trying to surf and sort through, and figure out where the hell you was at. I'm like, man, where and I hit Vinny up like, bro, what is his handle? And he sent it right to me like, wow. I was like, bet. And I hit you up, and then we you came up to the shack.
Yeah.
That time you came to the
Yeah, I met Dr.
psychedelic
Bob.
shack. You met Dr.
Dr.
Bob.
Bob's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man.
I
He's-
appreciate him
he's
letting me play with his djembe.
Yeah, right. He's a cool
I
guy,
was like,
man.
man, I was getting into that.
Yeah, man, he's a cool dude, bro. It's a cool spot, I've met a lot of interesting people there.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of like how I got, connected with this place, because the people that I met, they were here doing shows.
Oh,
So
really?
I came over here to like visit, be a guest, guest appearance on the show a couple times, and then start talking, and next thing you know, here I am. So yeah, man. So usually we got this little light, y'all. For y'all that watch, y'all know what this little light about. Everybody that comes on the show
What's that
has
light
to learn
for?
about what the light is about. So
Is it an easy? Oh,
the
it's
first,
an easy button.
yeah, it's like kind of like that. So like the first segment
Okay.
is an enlightenment segment. So usually I do a tarot card reading.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they in there.
gotta check it for
I have to make sure, because sometimes I don't have them. I'll be like, man,
You're gonna be like,
do I have 'em?
ta-da, they're gone.
Swear, like,
Wanna borrow
okay,
that
so
lighter real quick, bro?
next, what's that?
Can I
The
borrow
lighter?
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Here you go.
Thank you.
The lighter was like, yeah, so.
I didn't know how many people were gonna be here. I brought
Oh,
like
yeah.
2 joints, bro.
Oh, shit, that's cool. That's shit. Trust me.
It's community right now.
Hey, shit. It's you and me. It's more than that's. I ain't gonna say more than enough because I'm a smoker, so
yeah.
It's not. I ain't gonna say more than enough, but it's
These are nice, man. Like it was like $30 for like an 8 or like 6 of these things, man.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Higgs.
Where you get that from?
New Standard.
New Standard.
Yeah, it's on John R. and 10 Mile.
It's just a like.
It's a recreational.
Rec and med.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I go to Joyology and Shango. Lately, I've been going to Shango a lot.
We ashing that.
We should have an ashtray for real somewhere around here. It's funny. I was gonna bring my ashtray, and I meant to grab it. I did not. So here, take one of these. Let's see. You got your cucumber water over there.
Oh yeah, man. Like
that's dope.
It helps with body alkalinity and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm alkaline.
Yeah, I put a little bit of lime or lemon juice in there for kidney stones and stuff like that.
Okay, see, this is what I use right here. I use
kidney cleanse.
Get
your kidney cleanse, man.
This is the
that's adult grape juice.
This is the cheap stuff, though. This, everybody know I love my all you want. I love my all you want. Shit, good. So let me just break these bad boys open. So, let's see. A few questions.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing art, bro? Like, how long you been...
Oh, fuck.
How old are you first? How old are you?
I am 33 years old.
33. Oh, shit, we got an ashtray. Thank you, baby. Look at that. Wow. See?
Thanks for the house.
Look at that. Wow. All right, here we go. Man.
I've been doing art since, dude, I don't even remember. I remember the first thing I learned how to draw when I was a kid was a little fish. My mom taught me how to draw it. I think I was around 3 years old.
A word?
Yeah, that fish started it all, man.
Yeah.
And I'm a Pisces, too, so... like, it had to be a fish my mom showed
That's
me.
crazy.
And my brother was in March. He's a day before me, but 2 years after
All right,
me.
so I got to ask you because... My son's birthday is in March. He's a Pisces. And my dad as well. He's also a Pisces.
Yeah.
March 4th and March 14th.
Okay.
And the person who just brought the ashtray, my girlfriend Brittany, she's also a Pisces. March
Really?
15th. Yes, March 15th. So, a lot of fish.
What are you?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, you're a Capricorn.
Yeah.
What is a Capricorn?
Yeah, January 12th. So, when is your birthday?
March 20th, 1989. Yeah, I'm a cusper between Aries and Pisces.
See, for some reason, I thought you were Aries.
Oh, yeah. I think it's... I call myself what is it? A firefish?
That's sweet.
Like a electric eel.
He said a firefish.
Or like the carp that swims upstream that becomes a dragon.
Right. Yeah, man. So I definitely seen your art and it resonated with me automatically.
I appreciate it, man.
And it was crazy because I just started my my psychedelic journey. So I don't know how much of that stuff would have spoke to me beforehand. It's after I just see it and it's like you just understand. It's weird,
I mean, I think to me. It's such an important thing in society, man. Art, and it's so underappreciated and it's so undervalued.
Yeah.
As to its importance and how it shapes society.
Yeah.
And like, I like psychedelics in the way that they help slow you down a bit and let you pay attention more. That's the great thing for art. I think that's what
get that focus.
I mean, even to Detroit, man. Like we're home to some of the greatest musicians, some of the greatest artists, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God, and and now that we're getting to that point where psychedelics are becoming more like a Renaissance thing, like it's being rebirthed.
Yeah.
Using it as medicine, which it was intended to be.
Intended to be anyway. Yeah, not like some party thing where
no,
tripping and right.
No, I mean,
it's
like they could be a dangerous thing, man. If you're not ready for it.
Yeah, definitely, and that's something that I like before I even started dabbling with the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of research. And I don't know why I woke up one day and just wanted to start researching mushrooms. I literally just woke up one day and it was just on my mind. Like,
Yeah.
well,
I think that's what sparked our evolution. Is just like that curiosity factor. You know?
but it's, the moment of awakening is like, it comes in layers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like I literally wake up and it'd be like all these things I'd be thinking about, bro, and it'd be like, where did this shit come from? Like, why, and where? Like, and then it was like I just knew, especially for like expansion reasons. Like I was like, like at the point where it's like maxed out to that pushing the envelope. Like I need to extend that more. I need to expand that more. So, I started when I did first did my first trip. It was a hero dose. It was like probably about 5 grams.
Oh, you did the hero dose first?
Yeah, it was about 5 grams of penis envy.
Oh, that's a good strain.
And yeah, it took me through there, bro. Like definitely, but I felt like I was ready. Mentally strong enough, and it took a minute to take in everything. Like make sense of everything. And it wasn't something I knew the medicine worked because it wasn't something I wanted to do right away again. Like I did the first time, I was like, all right, yeah, I need to, take time. Like,
oh yeah, you have to, man. Like if you, I can see if it's like in one interval where you do multiple trips as like a process, like writing in a journal, so you can kind of peel back the layers a little bit.
Yeah.
But after that, you should take like months to process the stuff that you've seen, and apply those things that you've seen. Because like people can they can go insane. Just because there's so much that we don't yet understand about the mind.
Yeah.
That like right now we're in uncharted territory. We're just now finding, these facets of the mind and the brain that we never even knew existed. We knew we had like trillions of neurons and stuff like that, but the way they connected and what our mind can perceive things.
Like, this is the thing, like, people didn't know that Einstein did studies where he like would induce different wavelengths and wave patterns. And,
you get into trance.
And perform, series of tests in those different states of mind. It's five brain states.
Yeah, beta, theta, delta, alpha.
Alpha, beta. Yeah. Delta, theta, theta, alpha, delta. Something like that. Yeah,
we got infinite like knowledge right over here. We're
right.
yeah,
but no, fuck that. Cause like but like but I know like I would realize I came to understand that like the theta state, like right before you go to sleep, is like the most creative.
Yeah.
State to that, or the most creative state to work in.
Yeah, that's why I like
a state of flow.
Painting at night.
And that's the thing. That's the state of mind that you're working in when you're on psychedelics. It's like a sleep state almost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it has your mind so, like you said, like slowing down. It has everything slowed down so much that your focal point, is like laser. Laser focus.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it has beneficial use if in right controlled environments around the right. Honestly, you really don't even need people around.
No.
And if you do have people around, make sure they are safe people that are not gonna fuck with you. People that's gonna, good facilitators. But yeah, man, it's like it's definitely. I feel like when you're in the right state of mind, it's definitely something that everyone should,
And it helps to, do something creative while you're in those states. Like, doesn't matter what it is.
Good way to tap into,
like reading, too. Like, it helps broaden your perspective and imagination. And painting, writing, making music.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm an artist. I've, made tracks, written songs. I've been drawing lately, too.
Yeah?
So, like, just just different, all different paths of creativity.
Yeah. Well, my martial arts teacher, he lives in Grand Rapids now. He used to say that we're multi-dimensional beings of energy. That means we're multifaceted.
Multifaceted. Yeah, I already know. That's what I was gonna say next. Multifaceted.
Yeah,
I mean,
multi-dimensional,
wear many
multifaceted.
hats. You can do many things.
Yeah.
Like, don't just stop with one. Like, definitely have the ability to.
I have a proclivity for music. I love music. I love I love percussion the most.
Percussion, yeah.
I love percussion. You see, when I was jamming
Yeah,
at Dr. Bob's place,
yeah,
like being able to keep a rhythm, like you induce your own trances with your rhythm.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah. Bingo. Yeah.
That's like a meditation.
And I know that as a producer, because like I will literally like sit and listen to the same drum loops.
You see, listening to music while painting, while making artwork, bro, they work hand in hand.
And then it's like I just like meditative music just for like background noise. Like sleeping, like we sleep, like that's what I like sleep to. Sleep to different frequencies and different
classical music too.
I see when I used to work when I was working at the shack, when I would open every morning, that's what I would play every morning.
Oh yeah,
it may be blaring. People come and be like, who's playing this? Like, like
See, I got used to it from being in college because that's all they would play was classical music because my drawing classes were in the morning.
Love it, bro.
90.9 FM.
Yes,
Detroit.
Yeah, that's exactly every morning.
After
that's
7
every
o'clock,
morning.
they play jazz.
Every morning.
Like I used to drive a 1984 Caprice, so a brown one, and I'd turn that radio station on as soon as it hits dark. 7 o'clock, I turn the jazz station on, and whoever wanted to ride with me, they're riding back, so they're getting ridden. They're not in the driver passenger seat. It's like a limo service.
All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit.
What's that?
I'm gonna read a little bit. I put this card.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, I didn't pull it. It was about to flip. It's the Five of Bows, empowerment. So, we know anything about bows? Like bows are used to direct an arrow. So in order for an arrow to hit its mark, its point, the bow has to be steady.
Yeah.
The bow has to be engineered correctly. Like.
I shoot bows.
It's physics. How do you? Oh, that's funny.
I love bows. You can traditional bows, not like the
yeah, not like crossbow. No, that shit. Yeah, no, you can show me a thing or two. All right, so the control of any skill, along with the discipline, will energize the process of thinking more decisively and clearly. From there, the arrows of one desire and wishes will be shot at fate under a positive impact. The time to create authority by taking initiative has come. By navigating positive, abundant, and important energies, the individual will help the mind become assertive, certain, and then utilized to develop and change more effectively. This is not only true for an individual, but also for society as a whole. It says that to reach the fate is by choice, not by luck. By allowing the molecules to change itself, simmering life forces can be concentrated by reconstructing to influence every situation in the real world. Self-created energy will help each individual overcome negative self or career field with destructive emotions. Let's see. Self-created energy will help each individual overcome negative self or a career field with destructive emotions. So I want to stop real quick right there because you just kind of said some like kind of linking to that when you was talking about the drums, like creating your own like energy. And I tell everybody I think it's choice more than fate. Like meaning like there's not like some written out story for you to navigate that you don't even know that you're going down. Yeah. It's more so the choices you make end up, land you where you end up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a variable because you can choose many different paths. So, yeah.
My sensei also said your intent causes the event.
Yeah, it does. And that's like, that's just knowing, that's like purposefully, setting out what you're doing every day, waking up with an agenda. Waking up with a to-do list, not just leading astray, not just being led astray, or just letting distractions take you however. Let's see. It also increases the confidence for each person to overcome defects and obstacles in society. Self-generated energy is the key to fulfill our destiny and feeling of fullness in our hearts through an active and positive attitude toward life. So it's saying that self-generated energy is the key to fulfill our destiny and feeling to um, fullness. So like if you accomplish things, if you set out to do something and you accomplish it, then you're going to. It's a self-rewarding, feeling that comes with
Yeah.
that. So the more you accomplish, the better you feel about self. The higher you raise your confidence, the more you feel like you can accomplish. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I've been like I've had issues with my self confidence a little bit.
Yeah, I mean we all do, but the
Yeah.
thing about it too is like when you're great,
Yeah. It's that
and
imposter
you're
syndrome.
your own worst critic. You're gonna, yeah, bro, like because it's I don't know, man. It's hard when you really like that intent, like you know what you want to put on that paper, you
Yeah.
know what you want to put on the canvas, and when some things don't translate exactly the way you want to. But that's like when you lead with the expectation versus just saying, so I'm just going to paint,
Yeah.
Because like I've noticed that when I sit down and say, I'm just going to draw,
Yeah.
it's great every time. Like if
Yeah.
I sit down and say, I'm going to draw this, that's when you get the frustration and this line is too, I did like, because in your mind, you're picturing something and it has to be what, like, we're perfectionists. We're perfectionists, like
Yeah. Like I at one point I got into like this flow state. Like this is flow state.
yeah, That's like
I'll show this to the camera. Like
Yeah,
this
please
is,
do.
This is flow state art.
let me see. And now, what is the name of this?
That's called Jupiter.
Now, why did you call it Jupiter?
I got inspired by it's also got aspects of Saturn in there too. So Jupiter is like the big red storm. So the big red storm's in your head. So you got like 1,000 voices in your head that you're trying to make sense of. And then what inspired me about Saturn was the clouds that the satellite that crash landed on the surface of Saturn. Those are the last images that they seen of its descent to the surface. It's just beautiful, beautiful clouds, man. It's such majesty, and I wanted to put that in this piece, even though it was just it's Jupiter. But I got inspired by like the swirls, man. Like
It's funny. They look like faces.
Yeah.
So they look like faces.
yeah, and
Saturn is that's my ruling planet.
is it?
Capricorn. It's the planet of karma. Divine order. Things have to be in a certain things have to be a certain way. And I know people sometimes don't like that, but it's just the way things are. Like there's 4 seasons, like can't change it. It just is.
Well, I mean, we're a product of our environment too. So
Yeah.
like even our immediate and our distant environment. I'm talking like immediate meaning like our earthly,
Earth,
and then you get in our
Spiritual
distant,
meaning,
spiritual and spatial. So like in
Spatial,
space, like all these planets have an
That's
effect on us,
terrestrial.
man. We just don't realize.
That's and that's what I was saying. Like our planets, the planetary placement of like that's why I'm a Capricorn and you're a Pisces. Like like depending on where the planets are placed, where you're born, where you're conceived, like it
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah, it is.
Like so many unique souls coming in at that one specific time point.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think. You got all these different personalities.
All these different walks of life.
Yeah.
For real, bro. Like,
and we're here trying to convince each other that we're right.
yeah, man. That's the hard part.
There's never a route where you do like
is it more right or less wrong?
yeah.
All right.
Like with so many different walks of life, who are we to put our vision in somebody else's mind? You should help people authenticate themselves.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
So you could appreciate their facets, not trying to polish and buff it to the way you see them.
Yeah. That's the hard part though, because a lot
It
of
is.
people don't. It's like a lot of people think they got to change people or they're supposed to change people. You know, they're like here to, you know, show people some way. And it's like, you're here to do your part by being the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And that will show others how to, you know, work to be the best versions of themselves. And then that will in turn do the same. And it's, you know, that's how you raise the vibration. That's, you know.
And I think it would help too, like if you had like areas where it's like an educational elective to do.
Yeah.
Like trying to, you know, for yourself.
Yeah.
Like personal development.
Yeah.
Like courses in personal development.
Self-work, shadow work.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that should be mandatory. If we really want things to change, you got to get. But
that's what rehab is for.
Yeah.
That's what prison is for.
Yeah.
No, for real. Like, that's what prison and rehab are for.
Really?
They're not, I mean, yeah, because they're supposed to be for rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Like, people are supposed to go to prison to learn how to go back to society and be you know, but it's not. The system wasn't, you know, really designed for that. But no, that's what it's supposed to be for. Just like, you know, mental institutions and, you know, like
behavioral
foster
centers,
care agencies, all of that stuff. It's supposed to also help rehabilitate, you know, one so they can learn how to become a functional, you know, part of society. Yeah. And it does the absolute opposite, you know, like it isolates people, it institutionalizes people, and, you know, they become dependent versus, you know, learning how to be self-sufficient. Yeah. Let's see. Let me get back to this real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
The four bows are lying on a grassy hillside next to us. Unstrung as they are, we believe we do not have the resources to fire our own focus arrows. We see that the fifth bow is held in the hands of giant Cerny Abbas, whose chalky outline dominates the hill on the other side of the valley. But the outline of the giant reminds us of our own strength. His erect phallus reminds us of our inherent potential for both men and women. Both men and women. So, like, you know, erect phallus, strength, masculine. But women and men, you know, women also possess masculine energy. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean that's why they're strong or possess or have strength, but that's just to say that women also have that, you know, that same directness or that same fight that a man or a masculine, you know, a male can have. Mm-hmm. Let's see, blah 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 blah. The outline, blah blah blah. In his right hand, he holds a club to show us wood as a weapon in its original form. On his left hand, he carries a bow, not only a weapon but also a sophisticated tool. Now, let me say this. He holds a club to show us wood as a weapon in its original form. So it's a piece of wood, and we know, okay, this piece of wood is just a hunk of wood, but it can be used for many different things. It can be used for, first of all, protection. Anything, you know, can be a weapon in any situation, you know, when you talking survival. A bow, yes, a bow is, you know, it can be used as a weapon. It can be used to, you know, shoot an arrow. It can also be a tool used to hunt, to eat. It can also be used to start a fire. You know, use a bow to, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like sophisticated tools. So, like, you got to know that these, you know, tools have more than one use. They're multifaceted, you know.
Starting the fire points the arrowhead.
Bingo. You know what I'm saying? Start to spark the fire of life. The bow may not be completed, but we have the tools and the power to make the tremendous changes in our lives. What is the purpose of the giant? Was he created as a reminder of someone in power? Does he serve as a standard of security and kinship for societies beneath his gaze? The Five of Bows Wild Will Tarot requires you to consider the untapped energy in you as an individual in society. We should shrug our shoulders and say that things can't be helped. That is just the way of the world. We turn away and say we don't have the power to change. So it's like, yeah, you can say, I mean, you can say that you can't do anything about it, or, you know, you can, or I don't
Just
know.
like what we were just talking about earlier.
Yeah, exactly what we was just talking about earlier. Um, Five of Bows challenges us. Thinking in a way is a denial of our own power and refusal to change our destiny. So it's just like if you got a job and you know your job sucks and you hate your fucking job, but you still choose to go to your job every day and not do anything about it, but then you still want to complain about, your job. It's like you not choosing to go sought a better job or situation for yourself is you not using your own power. That's the denial of your power, to change your destiny. So, person or society. Says Gandhi calls on everyone. Be the change we wish to see in the world. We heard that a million times. Five Above asks, do we have the courage to stand up and be counted? Are we prepared to accept our own strength and not turn away from it as we usually do? So it's like when you work a job, I'm just gonna stay on this job shit. So like when you work a job and let's say, you go in there one day and you bust your ass. Like you do the best you can do. They notice, they like, damn, Andy really came in there and really, showed his stuff, Now they expect that every day.
Right.
So it's like once you step into that power and you accept that, now you have to perform at that level. You can't say, oh no, I'm not today. You can't say no, I'm not feeling it today or not. It's like no, you got to put that forth every day because it's in you. That you showed that that's in you. So now that's what people are going to want. That's what people are going to expect.
I mean,
So are you going to once you do that, it's like now are you scared that you can't perform at that level, or is it like do you just not want to? You know what I'm saying? Like fire element. New perspective, seeing the problem from a different angle. A breakaway clears redundant energies. Take a fresh look at a project. Trust the project. Trust the process. So yeah, that's the end of that reading. Um,
I find myself judging too, like the stuff that I do.
but I mean that's human nature.
Like and like when you're working on a piece, it's like every mark that you put on there is just problem solving. Like it's problem solving. Like what can I put there? What can I do here? Do I have to mirror this on this side to make it look proportionate?
See, and that's life though, because life is problem solving. It's
Yeah.
like you choose your problems though.
Mm-hmm.
So like they all come with solutions. We can fix our problems. We can change our problem. We can figure out the answer to the problem. The root of the problem. Whatever.
Like I didn't like my job. I used to be a picture framer at Michael's, and yeah, I didn't like it, but I wasn't doing anything about it.
Right.
And then my partner was like, "That's your solution.
Yeah.
Like, do your art for your work."
Yeah.
And I've been doing that, but I still like to stick with the community because
that's how
I
you
did
stay
like
grounded
framing,
though.
yeah.
Bro. The thing about it is like you gotta understand like humbling work is what keeps you grounded. That's what keeps you connected to where you came from to what you really are versus what you become.
Yeah.
If you became a super rich artist because somebody made you rich and bought one of your or many or
see, I don't want to forget
you become separated. It becomes like it creates a separation.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to remain grounded. It's up to you to call your friends still. It's up to you to still go visit your mom. It's up to you to still go back to the community and say, you know what, I'm gonna open up a art
like a studio space for artists.
Studio space, yeah, like an art studio, studio space for artists where they can come and work and so you remember that was you. You needed these opportunities. You didn't have these resources, but you're still no better than the people that are trying to figure out how to, or don't got it figured out at all, or fucked it up. All of that.
with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, bro. So
Peter Parker.
he said Peter Parker. Oh man, that's great. I almost wore my Spider-Man shirt today. But no, I wore my Van Gogh shirt.
I have the
Yeah,
got a Tool shirt.
Tool. Right, Tool. But yeah, I wore my Van Gogh shirt. So I was like, it's only right since I have an artist on the show. You know, I wear my Van Gogh shirt. Can I light one of those?
Hell yeah, man.
Shit, cause
You said it was for the party.
Oh yeah, I know. I know, definitely know.
It's
So
pretty good. It's a
that's
diesel.
enough for the enlightenment. So now we to the. So when this red light show, we talk about things that upset us or piss us off earlier in the week. So you got something to talk about. So I'm gonna let you have the floor.
I think it's driving. Like drive. I mean, I love driving.
Traffic.
Yeah, traffic.
It's always traffic.
It's
But
always
no,
traffic.
you was talking about how someone tried to steal your art or some shit.
Oh, no, that like the people that like try to tell you what I should do with my artwork.
Yeah.
Like, I owed them for some stuff, and I'm not mentioning names to protect their identity.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I used art like the prints as payment.
Right.
And he had brought up that there were some other stuff, like the deals that he was giving me, so he decided to just take the picture as payment for that.
Okay.
I was like, no, like I didn't agree to that. Like, I mean, you got like
That's good.
yeah.
And that's sativa too.
Yep. Like when you create something,
Yeah.
it costs money to make it.
Right. Yeah. People don't understand that. Like, it costs, supplies. It costs, your time and like hours that the time and hours that you put into it.
I want to make it clear, I don't hate the guy.
No, it's never like.
It's just like this, it's common business practice where like when a service is exchanged, there should be payment for it.
Mm.
Like, you don't go to like a store and negotiate prices. No, the price is the price.
And that's what people don't understand. It's like just because we're on a street level, I'll just say that because we're not dealing in the because that's how people look at it. It's like how back in the day where you'd be like, well, I got 3 oranges, I need 3 apples, so it's like people think that this is worth the same value of what I want when really it's like I set the value of what I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't understand.
Well, see, now my thing is like if I get like commissioned by a private sale, right?
Yeah.
I'll take it. But like my goal is like getting into shows like gallery spaces and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because I realized
that's-
when I was doing like pop-up shows and stuff like that, people would say I'll give you $100 for that when I said it
Yeah.
for 2. And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, so when I sent it into the show, it sold for quadruple the price. Because you got a wider range of audience, you got more foot traffic.
Pop-ups are really to connect with the people.
Yeah.
So that's more like, take a print that I won't say don't care about, but take one of your smaller prints.
Yeah.
Or do some quick little like on the spot, like quick shit, that you can just do and then, something you're not going to mind someone having for, because it's not really for the purpose of making money. It's not really for the purpose of, it's more so for the purpose of the person that, like the person that the personal level that you get to really connect with people that will see something and never get to say something to you. They may see it on Instagram, they may see it on the internet, you know. But that means a lot more than just you know you getting money in your pocket. That
Yeah.
means a lot more than you know um, being this great or being this big name. Like it's just that brings it back down to that humble level.
Hmm.
That's like us looking up to our favorite.
Yeah. I love stuff like that. When I went to my first Comic Con
Right.
in Novi at the Motor
Mm.
City Comic Con, that was pretty dope. Like I didn't expect like actors to come there. Like Lou Ferrigno was there. I met
That's fire. Oh, see, yeah, because like it's a part of the culture, and they've like helped create that because they're the icons. Like
yeah.
people show up as the Hulk. You know,
Yeah.
people show up as these characters that they were, and they create help create. So yeah, it's like that's them paying that homage. It's them going back paying those dues and just making those connections. It's like I know that there's celebrities out there that don't like,
Yeah.
don't like
Michael
dealing with
Rooker
people,
was in Detroit.
all that shit. But there's a lot of them that love it and enjoy it, giving back.
Yeah.
Just it's just really just for the people. It has nothing to do with them. And that's what I was saying earlier, just
Yeah.
in a smaller way. Like this guy right here, Dark Lord Flower Shop. I got this. I got a comic book he did through another artist where they was just doing a pop up, and the guy was just doing prints and just coloring prints that he like drew and then printed them up and then he was just coloring them and then selling them like a couple bucks in the spot.
Whoa.
And it was like it was dope because like you get something that you the artist Karis was the one that was doing the prints but like it was just dope to see like something that he could just have to in the moment, make those touches and connections, and I feel like those go a lot farther than just you know somebody seeing your stuff on the internet and wanting to buy it or
Yeah.
it's just more personal, it's more intimate.
Yeah. I like digital advertising is good. You'll get a really good outreach.
Yeah,
But to really like connect with the people, you need to be in person with them. You can't
yeah.
just like be what do you call it? Aloof with it.
All right, we'll see. I got a few things to talk about, I guess. I was I was really tired this week, so I did a lot of sleeping this week. I did a lot of oversleeping this week. I overslept. Last night I was supposed to go do a comedy show last night. I overslept, and so when I got there, it was too late for me to go up. So that was very disheartening. Um, and then he told me like I was getting ready to pay when I walked in, right? Because we supposed to pay when we go in this venue or whatever. I'm looking for my money to pay or whatever. And he was like, "Man, what you doing?" So I was just trying to grab my get my bread so I can pay for the pay for the my fee for interest. And he was like, "Oh man, comedians don't pay." I'm like, "What?" Like, well, shit. If that's the case, the motherfucker owe me like about good 40, 50. Nah, man, for two people, about good $100. I'd already paid like like or at least half if I'm the comedian and my girl not like at least half of that. So I'm like, man, what the hell? Like shit, I've been getting duped for like the last shit aloof. I feel like aloof. That was fucking fool. Like oh man, I swear to God, bro. Yeah, man. This is Fuck Your Feelings on WDDS. Dirty TV, the dirtiest station in the world, baby. You can catch us on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, um, something else I'm missing. I know I'm missing something else. But yeah, we on all that shit. All that and some. Sitting here with my dog Andy. I can't say his name because I'm gonna fuck it up if I say his name. I'm gonna fuck it up. I know I am. I'm gonna let him say it again. It's cool as fuck. We'll say it again.
Andolini.
Andolini. What does your name mean?
My dad named me after The Godfather.
Bitch. See?
Vito
There you have it.
Andolini. Or
Vito.
Don Corleone.
Don Corleone. See, that's the one I can say. Don Corleone. Vito Andolini.
Yeah, I got his last
See?
name.
Wow.
I'm not a gangster though.
You know, yeah. Just
My
crushed
dad
a
liked
lot.
the name.
So, no. But yeah, man. Dope artist. So like you had a I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna gripe about this because the light red. You had a Bob Marley picture when I met you.
Yeah.
And I really wanted it. And it sold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I knew it was gonna sell because who the fuck don't want a dope ass Bob Marley?
Hey man,
picture?
I can still do it, Bob Marley.
No, I know you can, but it's like, you know, that's what got me. Like I seen it was open, you know. I just, you know, couldn't move on it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one anyway, and it's gonna be better because
Yeah.
it's gonna be me and Bob Marley in the picture together. So yeah, I didn't. Can you do that?
Yeah.
You can draw me. That's
Yeah.
I don't mean to insult your skill, but you know.
No, I didn't. There was no offense taken.
Yeah. See, that's a confident individual. You know, he ain't take it personal. That's like part of the show. Like, don't take shit personal. Like, when somebody say something like that, it's not an attack to your skill level or to your, you know, um, 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 competence or, you know, intelligence or any of that. It's just someone checking the temperature of the room. Like, if they don't know, then they don't know. So,
Yeah.
and if you know you strong enough or you know strong enough in self or in your craft or skill, you're not gonna feel threatened. You're just gonna say, well, I can, you know, perform or I can, you know, do what you need, whatever it may be. Just like the man said, he can do it. I'm like, okay, I believe him. I've seen enough work. Oh yeah, tell them what your Instagram is so they can check you out too.
Oh, it's pretty long. It's A_squared_illustrations. That's my Instagram profile. I'm sure
That's
this
cool.
will
They
replay.
can rewind it and
Yeah.
replay it if they need to. But yeah, people kill themselves with the super long names. I don't know how long. I don't know if it be thought out like when they think about social. Like they probably don't think about social media because who thought about social
I'm
media?
gonna
for
change
real?
it. I'm just trying to give out some business cards so I can make some new ones with my new
Yeah,
Instagram handle.
yeah. So like you know, just for the internet and for the new world, you know, keep the name short for people because like people attention spans. Once you get to the third part of the name, they even forgot what the first part was. So, you know, keep it sweet and short for people. Yeah. So red. Still we talking about red. Driving, traffic. You know, it's springtime, and it's gonna be construction time. It's construction all through from spring until winter time again because this is Michigan. So you know, just watch for those people that don't know how to drive. I'm confident in my driving, so you know, I don't worry about my driving. I just worry about other drivers.
Yeah.
I said this last time I was on I don't know, last time I was on the radio, I think. But a guy literally drove me off the road. I was on the sidewalk at first, like on the sidewalk and in the street, and then like I had to maneuver around some poles and shit, and then end up driving like through a parking lot and then back onto the road.
Yeah.
But like dog wasn't paying attention at all, bro. Just like I was like, hey, then he had the nerve to tell me drive safe. All right, drive safe out here. I'm driving as safe as I can to be able to not, you know, get hit and caught up in that shit show you just put me through. Cause he wasn't paying no attention, bro. Like, and then I really want to say the dude had a bottle of alcohol in his hand, bro. Like, I really wanted to say like he was clearly already intoxicated, fucked up, or whatever. But like, yeah, don't drink and drive. Like, don't do it. Like, stay your dumb ass at home. And I say dumb ass because that's the dumb ass shit. That's some dumb ass shit to do. You risk other people's lives. You don't care about yours if you're doing it, so you risk other people's lives. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the green portion of the show, which we do the whole fucking time, is just smoke. You know. But after our temperatures get high, we talk about all the shit we was mad about. We just blow all the stress away. A little, So like, since we on the topic of green and weed, you got these Higgs right here. I like them.
Yeah.
I like the little
cool little box. Too.
I like the little the like what 80s graphics.
Yeah, like blue and pink.
It reminds me of like
Grand
the
Theft Auto
Dixies.
Vice City.
It reminds me of like the Dixie cups with like the little blue like reminds me of Miami Vice City. That print, I really like that. That's dope. I trim weed for a living. I work for this company, Trusted Herb Care, and I trim weed. We go to different warehouses and packaging companies, and trim, de-leaf, denug,
I've done that for a little bit.
Package all that. It's cool work because it's just around a bunch of cool people. It's like the vibes be straight.
Air's clean.
Well, that's the problem. Some of the facilities, quality ain't the air quality is not all that great. I know it because sometimes I'm not doing the best when I'm coming out of those places. So yeah. But for the most part, bro, it's probably one of the best jobs I ever had. And I've worked a lot of jobs. Like I was a cook for like 15 years. Those jobs are just jobs. I'm just in the kitchen cooking until I'm ready to go cook somewhere else.
Last time I was over at the Psychedelic Healing Shack, that weed, whoever grew that, the guy was there.
Oh, I can't remember. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's gonna be a minute.
The organic weed or some shit. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he knows some people that know their shit. It's like botanist level shit. Botanist level with when it comes to like growing the shit because he knows all his shit as far as on the chemical level, and then everything as far as just like has a green thumb, just a straight up gardener, So,
see, a lot of people think that they're watering a plant.
No, it's a lot more than that.
No.
It's a lot more than that.
Like you're not feeding the plant, you're feeding the soil. If the soil's bad, the plant's gonna die.
Yeah.
So the plant needs the nutrients in that soil.
But that's it's as simple as this. Like, if you have a battery in the car and the ground is bad, the battery's not gonna work. You got a positive, you got a negative, and then you got a ground. Bad ground. Boom. So,
I think somebody was knocking the door.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that shit. We ignored that. But that means it's close to our time. So, blue segment. Blue segment is the journaling segment. Now, you talked about journaling earlier. Like journaling your experiences if you're tripping. I think you should be journaling day to day at least. You really should be journaling every day. I think it gives you a good point to reference things like in your day if you want to, see.
I should do my journaling should be like a sketch.
That'd be
dope. A state of mind.
That'd be dope. Like my journal isn't chronological order from day to night. It's like,
that's dope.
I met, I got it in Kentucky. Went to Ohio, skipped over to Kentucky, got this, was dope as fuck. So events, people, sayings, all types of shit, everything and some, everything and nothing, all important stuff to me. So get you a journal, keep track of some shit, put some intent into it, make sure you like it, make sure make sure it resonates, make sure it speaks to who you are. That's our time here, man. That's it with me, Thermo Flame, on Fuck Your Feelings. Oh yeah, gotta one time, fuck your feelings, but with love though. Thermo Flame.